Hi everybody, welcome back. I've got another wardrobe video today. So I recently had another colour analysis appointment and my result came back as a true spring. So I've gone through my makeup to see what makeup I have that might fit my true spring season, and I've also started to go through my wardrobe as well. Now I have been wanting to do this for a while. I have been wanting to go through my whole wardrobe, try on everything and see what I want to keep and what I want to declutter, and then see if there are any gaps. But now that I have a new colour analysis result, I'm also going to try and keep that in mind when I go through my clothes as well, see what I've got that is true spring appropriate. Now I have been dressing myself and styling myself in true autumn colours for about a year and a half now, so the vast majority of my wardrobe is autumnal. There might be some crossover, and when I went through all of my tops there were some crossover between autumn and spring. Do just want to caveat this, that if something isn't in spring colours, I'm not going to automatically get rid of it. I'm only going to declutter a piece of clothing if it's something that I don't really wear anymore and I don't have any further use for or any reason to keep. So like I say, we've gone through all of my tops, my t-shirts, strap tops, shirts, jumpers, knitwear, and we're going to stick with clothes that you wear on your top half and maybe a little bit lower, because we're going to do cardigans today, jackets and coats. Now I don't have as many of these pieces of clothing, so this video is going to hopefully, if I stop rambling, be a bit quicker than the previous video. So let's start off with the cardigans. This one I've had for about at least 5 years, and although I don't wear this one that often, I really love it. I don't want to declutter this one. I like how pretty and delicate and feminine, kind of girly this cardigan is. Now I have worn it as a top. You can wear this over the top of, say, a dress or maybe a camisole top, but I don't actually own any camisole tops anymore, so it would be either like this as like a long sleeve top, I suppose, or over some dresses that I have. And I love the detailing. It's got this like scalloped edge to the sleeves and to the bottom of the cardigan as well. I like that it's a v-neck. I like a v-neck on me. I think it's quite a flattering neckline. It's kind of ribbed as well. It's got these long lines. The buttons are tortoise shell as well, so they add a little bit of interest. And colour wise, I would actually say this is a cream, because it is quite a bright warm colour. I don't think this is like a muted off-white that would be suitable for autumns. It is brighter than that. And yeah, I just love how pretty this is. It helps to like pretty up an outfit, so yeah, can keep it really casual with jeans like this. But I have a couple of skirts that I think would go really nicely with this as well. So firstly, this leopard print skirt, I think that would work really lovely. And then I have a couple of other ones here. This autumnal green, like silk effect satin skirt. And then also as well, to like really amp up the prettiness, this floral one as well. So I am going to keep this cardigan, and I need to wear this one a bit more often, but I think this is probably better for like the spring months and possibly days like today. Actually, we're kind of in autumn now, I think, technically, but it's quite a sunny day today, so yeah, good for those kind of like transition periods, but also good for the summer as well, like I say, to wear over a dress. A cardigan I wear a lot is this chunky one, which I think is from Phase 8. This one I bought a few years ago, and this is very much me. I like that it is kind of casual, but you can pair it with some like more girlier or more formal options that I have in my wardrobe. So those skirts that I just showed you, I think this would look really nice with the buttons done up completely over those skirts. And this is a really nice chunky cardigan. I like how this kind of keeps me warm. If I get cold at all at this time of the year, this is the cardigan that I reach for and chuck on. It has that really cozy feel. Colour wise, it's not as bright as the previous cardigan. I'm not really sure how bright this is coming across on camera, but it is still a nice warm, fairly bright cream colour, so still appropriate for springs, but autumns can get away with this one as well. And because of its colour, it is a really versatile piece of clothing to have, and I can wear it over the top of t-shirts like this, but I have thinner base layers like this one and this one that I can wear over the top of it. So it's a really great layering piece of clothing, something that I throw on a lot this time of year. I kind of live for like 6 months of the year in this cardigan, so this is also one that is not going anywhere. And then a longer version for when it's that bit colder or when I want to feel, you know, a little bit more dramatic. This is a River Island cardigan. It's like a cable knit, thick, chunky cardigan that I got, did I just say from River Island? Anyway, it's from River Island, and I've had this one for a few years as well, and I love the length of this. This is a long cardigan. Now sometimes with long cardigans they might be like a bit past your hip or halfway down your thigh. No, this one, I don't think the lens is wide enough. This one is coming down to just above my ankle, and I'm 5'7½", so this is long. So I really do like that aspect. I like the drama of this one. When I walk quickly, it kind of flows out behind me. I like that I can wrap this around myself as well. It's very, very cozy, but also can be dressed up as well. Yes, I'm wearing it quite casual here, but I have a knitted dress. I have a couple of maxi dresses as well, and to wear this over the top just adds a little bit more kind of drama to an outfit. So another one that isn't going anywhere, but I think I need to pay a little bit more attention to this because it has a lot of like bobbling on the sleeves, quite a bit of bobbling actually, so I will see what I can do to get rid of that. I think there's little devices, little handheld devices or something that you can use to help with bobbling, so I need to look into that. So those are all of my cardigans. I do quite like as well thin knit cardigans, that kind of like crew neck sort of style, but I find those very difficult to know how to style. So for example, the Suzanne Gaspard cardigan, I bought that and didn't really know how to style it, and I also found it a bit itchy. So for the moment I just have those 3 cardigans there, but I've got them in different thicknesses, different lengths as well, so I think I'm kind of covered for all bases in terms of what I would need a cardigan for, and they're all in neutral colours as well, so colour wise they're quite easy to style. So jackets next. This is from, I think I want to say the white, yeah, the white stuff. This is in an autumnal green, and it's got some brown tortoiseshell buttons on it. It's a very sort of like casual jacket. Now I find jackets very difficult to buy for. Apart from a denim jacket and say like a trench coat, I don't really know what to go for jackets. I find them very, very difficult. One, to know what to buy and also how to style them as well. So this is a very casual jacket. This really dresses down an outfit, so I would like possibly a jacket that is a little bit smarter perhaps. But anyway, this is the jacket. I like this one. This one's going to stay. I like the colour. Although it is a colour, as in like not a neutral colour, it is still fairly easy to style with all of my other pieces of, say, tops in my wardrobe. Colour wise as well, it's an autumnal green, it's not a spring green, it's not clear enough or bright enough to be a spring green, but I think this one is still one of those autumn colours that suits me really well. Next is a blazer that I got tailor-made in Vietnam. We went to Hoi An in Vietnam, and that's like the tailoring capital of Vietnam. We went there for a wedding and we wanted to have a dress and my partner a suit tailor-made, and when we were there we got a couple of other items as well, and this was one because I've always wanted a blazer, but I've always struggled with buying a blazer over here because the style is very much oversized, and I wanted something a little bit more fitted as well, but not too formal. So I did sort of say to them, you know, can you bring this in at the waist a little bit? I can still button this up, but I don't think I would wear it buttoned up anyway, and I think I would just like to wear it kind of open like this to dress it down a little bit, but it still has a little bit of structure, a little bit of shape in the waist. Colour wise, this is great for both springs and autumns. I wanted it in this really great versatile camel neutral shade, so it can go with as many different things in my wardrobe as possible. Not something I wear that often, but it is something that I wear if we go out for dinner or if we're out meeting friends for an evening, for a date night out. So yeah, not part of my everyday wardrobe, but an important piece to have because it's that key piece of clothing that I need at a particular time. So this one is also going to stay. Moving on into coat territory, this is a trench coat that I got from Depop. I originally saw it on one of Josie London's videos, but when I watched that video it was a couple of years old. It's originally from River Island, so River Island didn't stock it then, so I hunted for this jacket, for this trench coat, found it on Depop, and I love this. I wear this so much during the autumn and spring because it's got the length and it's got a bit of thickness to kind of keep you warm, but it's nothing too heavy, so really great for that kind of transitional weather. And it's in a really great neutral shade. It's not quite camel, it's also not quite cream, it's kind of somewhere in between the two of them. Suitable for both springs and autumns. It's got gold detailing on the buckles, tortoise shell buttons as well. It's got a couple of pockets. Okay, don't know what that's doing in the pocket, but yeah, really great versatile piece of clothing. I don't feel like I need more than one trench coat, so this one can also stay. The only downside with this one is these buckles on the sleeves. The number of times that these come undone and then they start to kind of fall off the coat and I have to do them up, so that drives me a little bit crazy. But apart from that, I really like this. I like that I can wear it open, I can do up all the buttons and tie it up, or I can just tie it up. Really love this trench coat. Next step up would be this puffer jacket from M&S. I bought this one last year because I was going for a walk most mornings before work and the weather was quite kind of like cold and dark and wet, so I needed something that was really just practical. So in terms of how it fits, it's not really flattering at all, but that's not the purpose of why I bought it. It's practical, it's thick, it's warm, it's got fleecy pockets. Even though I would probably wear gloves when I would wear this, it still has the nice fleecy pockets. It's got a zip so you can zip it all the way up, and if I get my hair out of the way, it's got a hood as well, so it's very much giving Kenny from South Park vibes, but it's practical. It keeps me warm, keeps me dry, it's very comfortable, it moves with me. It is a little bit noisy, but these types of coats and jackets are going to be, you know, noisy. Colour wise, this is definitely for autumns because this is too dark for true springs. This is a really great match for the dark brown on the autumn House of Colour fan that you get, but yeah, too dark for springs. But that doesn't matter because I'm going to keep this one anyway. It's practical, it fits, it does what it needs to do, and it's great to have in my wardrobe for when I want to go out for a walk and I just need something practical to wear. And then lastly, my only true coat, I suppose, is this camel wool blend coat from COS that I got a couple of years ago now, I think, and this is great. It's thick, it's long, again it's kind of a few inches above my ankle, so a pretty similar length as the River Island long cable knit cardigan. Love the colour, love the style. It's got these kind of lapels, you can wear it nice and open like this, but also if I want to cinch it in, keep myself that bit warmer as well, it has this tie belt as well. Pockets, and I already have my gloves in there ready for the winter months, so when winter does come about, this is really the only coat that I wear. It's too cold for my trench coat, my puffer jacket not long enough, so this would be the coat that I would wear out and about because it's practical, keeps me warm, and I feel like it also looks nice as well. It's relatively stylish and it suits me, and also colour wise, springs and autumns as well can get away with this one. It's a really nice, great true camel colour, so this is also gonna stay. And then last jacket is this super practical waterproof jacket that I bought for a couple of walking holidays that we've had over the past couple of years. In terms of colour, this is purely just an autumn colour. This is a mustard colour, and mustard was one of my WOW colours when I was colour analysed as an autumn, so not a spring colour. It would need to be a brighter, clearer, lighter yellow than this mustard colour here. This is purely just a practical coat. I wouldn't wear this coat out and about. I would only wear it if I'm going on like a wet, muddy walk, for example, or if I'm out again on a walking holiday, for example. So purely just a practical coat. It's not the best practical coat though. It's not super waterproof. The hood as well is a bit annoying. It doesn't stay up too well when it's windy, but you know, I don't need to spend more money and buy something a bit better, a bit more expensive. The number of times that I use this during the year, very few and far between, but it's one of those really practical items that I like to have in my wardrobe for those occasions when I'm going to need something like this. It's also kind of giving like It vibes as well. I just need like a red balloon and I'm sorted. But yeah, anyway, this one can stay, this one I won't be decluttering. So those are all of my cardigans, jackets, coats. So I like absolutely everything, so I'm going to keep everything. Nothing is going to be decluttered. In terms of gaps, I suppose the only gap is a more dressier, more formal jacket. So I have my blazer, but that's not really that appropriate when the weather's a little bit colder, but then I don't really want to go into like coat territory, so something a bit more elevated than that green jacket, for example. That's really the only gap that I can see in my wardrobe, but I don't know what that means in terms of what that jacket will be. So yeah, I like everything is gonna stay. So I do have more of these types of videos coming. I think my next video is going to be on my jumpsuits and my dresses, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. But thank you very much for watching this one. I hope you liked it, and I will see you again very soon for our next one. Bye.